Hey, what's going on, Facebook? You know, I woke up this morning to a message from one of our guys saying that he had a $3.5 million listing that he landed. That's some exciting stuff, you know? It's really cool to experience that for the first time for somebody out there that's just getting a listing of that magnitude. But here's the deal, is like, I'm used to it. Every single day of the week, my messages go off with people that are getting bigger listings than they have before, people that are closing bigger deals, people are using my sales strategies to ultimately do badass gangster sales shit to make more money in their business. And it's been that way for, you know, about a year and a half now, but it hasn't always been that way. See, we have a lot of people come to Sean and I and they say, hey, we want to work for you. It must be easy as shit to sell your products. And it's still not easy to sell anything that I have. You know, we've been told that our products are ether. We've been shut down by everybody. When I started doing this myself in 2010, I was actually fired from a job because they thought me using YouTube and Facebook and all these other things were counterproductive, even though I was the #1 producer in the company. Fuck that guy. But anyway, when you make more money than the CEO, sometimes they get like the little man syndrome issue, right? But back to the story here. Never mind that dick. But back to the story here. So I'm used to waking up to it, so I'm kind of callous. I kind of expect it, but it wasn't always that way. I remember when there was people like JP, and he was the first person to take a chance on us. You know what I mean? He would let me write his social media. I remember when Tanya was one of the first people, and Diana were one of the first people. Obviously, we know that Sean was the first person to like actually believe in me on this stuff, and it took a lot of convincing for them as well. Except for Sean, he's an easy sell. That's the way most great salesmen are, right? But I wanted to like talk to you. Let's get like serious for a second here. Like I said, it wasn't always easy doing this. It's still not easy, right? I have up months, down months, just like anybody else. Slow times of the year. It's a seasonal business, right? Around Christmas and shit, people drop off like flies. So what I want you to think is like, you're worried right now about your dream not coming true. It's almost 2015 and mine's just been realized within the last, like, let's say year. But I was willing to do whatever it took to get there. I knew that one day I would be waking up next to water more days than not. I knew that one day I would end up having a place inside of a high-rise. I knew that one day I would be able to change bunches, I don't know how many yet, right? I hate to put a number on something, but bunches of people's lives. I knew that I could help bunches of people's businesses. And I was willing to do whatever, and a lot of that included working for free. Now I know there's some gurus out there tell you don't do shit for free, blah, 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 and you gotta always get paid what you're worth and all that stuff, and well, if you can pull that off, that's great. I wasn't able to. I had to do free podcasts, which I still do. I had to write blogs once a week, which I still do. That's absolutely free. I had to create free training videos. I had to create a shit ton of content on YouTube. I had to do webinars. I had to invite celebrities onto my hangouts and my podcast and my radio show and everything else that I could do to get my name out there. And I remember in 2012 when I had been doing this for 2 years, y'all, there was maybe 100 people on my mailing list. Oh God, man, most gurus would never admit that shit, and I'm by no stretch of the imagination saying I'm a guru. I'm just some dude that happens to be really good at what he does. And I'm not like guru, I think it's a religious term or some shit, and like, trust me, I'm not your guy. But back to the story here. It was like literally I had 100 subscribers on my mailing list. So all these people that hopped on the internet that made like thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, their first month in the business, I didn't get to experience that joy because I've never done fucking anything in my life the easy way. Because that's just how I roll, right? Warrior's way. What? Anyway. So I had 100 people on my mailing list. Well, the good news for me is like 70 of them were clients, but I was in a position that I hated doing what I did because it required an excruciating amount of work for a minimal amount of pay, mind you. And so finally, I got help, changed up my business model, fired a business partner, decided that I was going to do what I do today. But I had to go through all these phases, put in all this work, and do all this free shit, all this extra effort above and beyond, going to sleep at midnight, waking up at 4 a.m. to where I could get where I am today, where I go to sleep when I want to and wake up when the hell I want to, and I really only got about 10 hours worth of work a week that I have to do. If all else fails, I got about 10 hours that I absolutely have to do to be able to pay my bills a week. So the message to you this week is, man, when people start shutting you down, don't let their fucked up views on life keep you from doing what you know is best. If I'd have listened to everybody that told me that Facebook was bullshit, if I'd have listened to everybody that told me you couldn't make money from YouTube, I'd be just as broke as they are right now. And you know what's cool is my services back then were like $100, so now when these people come to me, they have to pay thousands, right? Should have been an early adopter. Sean Mathis got the best deal that there ever will be when it comes to getting information from me. But if you have a belief in something and you know, and don't let people telling you no, find that one person, make an example out of them. That one person for me was Sean Mathis. Make an example out of them, and then revolve your business around that example until you get 2 examples. Then revolve your business or marketing around those 2 examples until all of a sudden you look up, you're like me, and you have thousands of examples and messages pouring in every day. But I just want you to know, if you're out there struggling, shit, I've been there, man. And nothing is out there to say right now that I won't go back to it one day either. But I'm going to enjoy the fruits of my labor while they're here. Hey, and if you'll keep hustling, you will too. Have a happy Labor Day. Fuck taking a day off.